Secure the area and then get it to the vault.
I'm in the shit here!
You have been promoted to group leader. You are now group leader. Another agent has joined your group. Backup arrived. Group augmentation primitive.
Guys, fine.
What's up, man?
Not much. What are you up to?
Replayed this game with a whole new character again.
I feel the pain. I've done it many times.
Bro, I have like 3 characters I've already done endgame and Ring Towers on.
Yeah. Yeah, I had 4 characters in this game. I lost one because it was a hardcore character. So.
Oh, that's new to me actually.
You haven't tried that yet? It's hard.
I stopped playing this game for like 1 year, and then I come back and there's like, oh, hardcore, and I'm like, hardcore?
Yeah, hardcore. Basically, if you die, you die. They can't even pick you up. Nothing. So anything you got on you, you lose too. So that's what sucks.
I'm like that. That's a little bit harsh.
I mean,
I want to give a little more challenge. You know?
All right, Agent. If the declaration is secure, it's time to get out of there.
And then the new update that they just came out with is not too bad, but you know, I've already run Countdown like so many times. So.
Right, there's a new guy. I think what's her name is gone, right? She's not the main character to beat anymore.
No, she's dead. She's finally dead. Faye Lau's dead. So. But the thing is when they came out with the update was made by only like 35 people.
Oh.
Well, so I don't know how much longer or how much content they're gonna put in this game. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, they had one of their other studios, not their main studio do it. They had like the Budapest studio put in this update, so it was interesting. Because they have 2 games they're working on right now, and they have to make them, or they'll get in trouble.
True.
They have the Avatar game.
Avatar.
Yeah, you know Avatar, the movie with the big blue people.
Oh, they're making a Game Boy?
Yeah, they made a game for it like 2 years ago when the movie was supposed to come out. So they've been holding on to the game.
It's gonna give people hope.
We've never saw that game come out any.
Yeah, it hasn't come out because the movie doesn't come out until December. So they're gonna put out the game probably about the same time as the movie comes out.
Oh my god! I wonder how that plays.
It's gonna be interesting, yeah. And then they got partnership with Disney to make a Star Wars game.
Oh come on!
So yeah,
Although a Star Wars like this wouldn't be too bad.
No, I mean, if it was a squad-based Star Wars game, that could be interesting. I mean, like, you got your blasters, and like, if you could be like a Jedi running around with the lightsaber, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if it's another single-player game, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of Star Wars single-player games already out there, so.
Yeah. I forgot how weak your character is at this time.
Yeah.
Replaying this thing, I'm like, good
you're pretty
God.
Yeah. I was running around earlier today and I jumped into a group and this girl was like, she was like on Twitch streaming and she just started the game and I'm just like, she has no idea what she's doing. I'm like, how are you streaming? I'm like, I have no idea. I'm like, alright, whatever.
We all have to start somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, the game's been out for so long, it's just kind of like, to me, it's like, you could at least watch videos, you know what I mean? There's tons of videos on this game, so.
Wait a minute, but aren't they also working on, I saw some like Christmas zombie division game, like, is that them too?
Yeah, that's them too. They have a game coming out called Heartland. Division Heartland. And Heartland has been quiet for a while, but then they said that it's gonna be, the only way I can explain it is like, they said it's supposed to be a better version of survival from the first game. And it might have zombies in it, it might have stuff like that, but it's gonna be a survival game. Because they want to get back. They want to get back into that kind of gameplay because of all the survival games that are out there now. You know what I mean?
I get ya.
Because you got like all the survival games, like the one that's on console right now that's free to play is that Vigor.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah,
that game kind of plays like this. Is just, I don't know.
I think it doesn't move as well.
Yes.
It's not as smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, this has better movement.
Yeah, Vigor, I've played it. It doesn't move as well as this.
Yeah.
But Division Heartland is supposed to get into that kind of gameplay. Because then you got that game that everybody plays on the PC, Escape from Tarkov.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the same way. It's a survival game. So.
Yeah, but that game is more first person, right?
It is, but I mean, it's the same kind of concept. It's a survival game. If you get killed, you lose all your gear. So, like, you could be level, like, 65 or something and have some level 5 guy come up behind you and shoot you.
You need to recover any research.
He could actually pick up all your loadout.
Building. We don't want that data ending up in the wrong hands.
That piss you off, huh?
But again, the freaking hardcore mode, I tried it just for the hell of it, and I was playing it with the mindset of, you know, my high-level character that I grind out and everything and shit. But you can't play like that when you're a beginner.
No. Yeah.
Weapons are weak as shit.
No, I was playing it. I was having a good time playing it, and then all of a sudden, like, he just got hit by an explosion. It was like a canister somebody blew up next to me, and that was it. It was over. I was like, this sucks. So.
I've been playing Destiny, to tell you the truth. I'm like, I'm finally gonna get to play Destiny, and it's still the same, like, grind set.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I mean, I played Destiny 1, I played all through Destiny 2. I played Destiny 2 right up until they made it free to play.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just kind of like, I was kind of done with it. All my buddy, we basically did all the content in the game except for the raid. So.
Oh yeah,
and that's kind of like the same problem is with this game. You can find like 8 players to do the raid is a pain in the ass.
Raids in this game is harder than in Destiny. For
I
sure.
don't know, that one raid I watched where the guy had to like go through, it looked like an obstacle course. And he's like jumping through it and all that other stuff. That looked pretty crazy to me.
Oh yeah, platforming in
So,
Destiny is ridiculous. So.
yeah.
Just
But in
make it
this,
straight.
I mean, like I said, the first raid in this game, Dark Hours, that's an easy raid.
Yeah.
Basically, you could just get a DPS build and just go right through the whole raid.
Run through.
So, I mean, you could switch your build a little bit up near the end because you might have to, but it's not too bad.
Yeah. Grinding in this game isn't as bad as other games.
DC-62
That's my one.
No. But that new I don't know if you've seen it yet since you started a new character, that expertise thing, that thing's a pain in the ass.
Oh my god, what? I saw it. I didn't read too much into it. Like, okay,
that is a pain.
I'm
that
not at that
they put
level
that in the
yet.
game. Yeah, when they put that in the game just to kind of stretch this game out. Put it that way.
Really?
Yeah, because what it is the highest you can go is expertise 20. I think is 20.
So they
you
still
can
haven't
go
moved the cap?
Oh no, there's a cap from 30 to 40 that when you go into New York, but the expertise thing, it came with the new update that just came out. So it goes with like the crafting station and the op station and you remember the recalibration and all that stuff. So what they did was they put an expertise thing in here where basically you can add bonuses to your gear and your guns. But the only way to do it is to use materials and it's materials and you have to collect gear to boost up the other gear. So you donate gear, junk gear that you don't use. Oh my god, it's such a grind now. It's like crazy.
Wait a minute, what? That's madness what you just explained there to me.
Yeah, it's for example, some of the guys taught me like when it first came out because I didn't understand it to a point, and they're like, oh, go buy 20, for example, like an assault rifle.
Okay.
Like the F-2000 assault rifle, right?
Okay.
The guy goes, go buy 20 of those. And then after you buy 20, you can go back to the station, and that'll make it proficient.
Download the research archives.
And then after you get it proficient, then you can upgrade it. But by upgrading it, like I said, you have to basically add materials to that one gear, that assault rifle to make it higher up.
You did good, Agent. There's a ton of data here.
So it's just like grinding for materials.
Leaving contaminated
that's so
area.
complicated. Why not just stick with just shoot the guy? Just shoot the guy.
No, because now you can, like, if you grind hard enough and you get it up to 20, then you can have a weapon with bonus 20 weapon damage on it. And you can have gear that has 20% extra armor on it. So, for example, like if you were running like a skill build that really has no armor, most of the time it has none. You could run that, and you'll have 20% armor on every piece of your gear, so it'll boost up your armor.
I mean,
so they're definitely they're making the game definitely more complicated. Definitely.
Endorsement available.
I just find that's not necessary. Like, just add more things. Give us more places to
just
go.
more content to run or whatever. Yeah. But like I said, the new update brought that in, and then they brought in this thing called Countdown. And Countdown is basically like you go into a power plant and you just speed run the power plant. That's really all it is. You get a shit ton of gear, but it's just like all you're doing is speed running. That's really all it is.
So that I have not missed out on much on the Division.
Not too much. Not too much. And obviously the old stuff is still there, the raids, and you got Dark Hours raid, and I haven't finished the other raid yet, because like I said, I get on, I don't have like a lot of time, so it's like, it's kind of like if I get on, I have to do a raid when I first get on, because if I'm going to spend an hour in a raid, then I have to do it when I first get on, not like I'll get invites like usually I get an invite when I'm about to get off.
Oh my god.
So, because that's usually about how it always works with me. Right when I'm about to get off the game and go do something, somebody will be like, hey, you want to do a raid? And I'm like, no, I'm good. So, like I said, I've played the game since it first came out. I was like, there's not much I don't know about this game. So you've done like part 1, the Division. Oh yeah, I played the first Division. I played this Division. I still like the first one better. I hate to say it, but I love the first game. There was just, to me, the first game was just so much more fun. There's just something about it that just made the game more enjoyable.
Do they still have people playing on those servers though?
Oh yeah, the people still run around the DZ and everything in that on those servers.
Oh, damn. That's what I was thinking.
Buddy of mine jumps it. Yeah, buddy of mine was jumping on those the other day. He goes, dude, I was playing Division 1 the other day. I was like, really? He goes, yeah. I was like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, we're running around the DZ killing each other for fun. I was like, oh my god. Yeah. Like, there's something about that game, like I said, it was just, it's like, when it comes to certain missions in that game, like you had missions in that game where you could really speed run the mission, like you could do like, no, you could do a mission in 7-8 minutes, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you play the first one?
No, I never got the. It's always on sale. That's the thing. So I really don't have a good excuse for not getting it though.
No, it's a great game, and then compared, the only thing you probably could, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think what you couldn't do because in the first game they had, instead of raids in the first game, they had like just really hard missions.
Civilians in distress.
That's not bad.
And I don't know, and that's what they did was they called them incursions. So basically, what they did was they would have just a very hard mission instead of an 8-man raid like they did in this one. So they had like 4 of them on the map that you could run with a team, and if you weren't a good team, you weren't going to get by them, and if you didn't have the right gear, you weren't going to get by them. So,
oh, damn.
But
it even comes
the
down to
gear
the gear, huh?
There's a water source
the gear sets
Mall.
in the first game were way better than the gear sets in this game. Like, hands down better. So, like the striker gear set that they put in this game, that's like the baby version from the first game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not even the best version of the striker gear set. It's like the first version that you get in the beginning of the game.
What?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not even the best striker gear set. It's because at the end of Division 1, what they did was they had the gear sets, and then they had what they called classified gear sets. The classified gear sets had better bonuses, and you had to wear like 6 pieces of them. So you had to wear 6 pieces of striker to get all the bonuses for it, and that gear set was amazing. Like, you could get your stacks for your damage, and you could get those 100 stacks.
Vital signs
Yeah,
critical.
I'll be there in 1 second.
My fault. I ran in here.
Oh, it's alright. I'm like right behind it. Right behind the wall.
Oop, I think I just ran away from your healing.
There we go. But the striker gear set, the classified in the first one at the end of the game, oh my god, you could get like 100 stacks, and after you get the 100 stacks, you'd actually get a healing effect as well with that gear set.
Ooh.
So you would, the more stacks you had, the better the heal. That's how it worked with the striker gear set at the end of the game.
Oh, there's a maintenance room up ahead.
So,
Maybe that's where the
so
water
it
pump will
was,
be.
that set put up a ton of damage with healing involved as well. It was so much fun. And like I said, they had like sniper sets. They had better utility gear sets in the first one.
Portable device detected.
So they had you know, Unbreakable in this game?
Yeah.
That was a gear set in the first one.
Oh, I love Unbreakable. I haven't got it yet. I've gotten it on other characters. Oh my god. Every time you approach an enemy, you get like a fat stack of armor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, well, no, Unbreakable is when you take the fatal damage. It goes on your
right. Yeah, it goes
on
back
your
up.
chest piece. Yeah, it goes back up. That was actually a gear set in the first one.
The pump
was a
must
gear
draw
set?
water up from underground.
It was a gear set. It was
Turn
called
on so we
Nomad.
can activate the fountain.
It was the Nomad gear set. Basically, with the Nomad gear set, if you wore 4 pieces of the Nomad gear set, you would get that perk. And then people would, you could run that gear set like
We can switch on
3
the water
different
pump.
ways.
Head up to the
Some
roof.
people would run it like DPS. Some people would run it like almost like almost like a mid-level version where it was kind of like DPS and a little tanky. And then you had the third version that was actually all tank. And the tank version, people would run in the DZ, and that's how they would
There's
cut
some
the
valves
rope.
on the roof. Looks like they're connected to the water source.
Still not bad.
Yeah,
Still
so I mean, it was a gear set that was very interchangeable. You could use it for definitely different methods.
Sounds better in part 1.
Yeah, no, like I said, in part 1 there was a lot better gear sets than in part 1. And like right now I'm running the Negotiator gear set.
Oh, you got Negotiator. Okay.
Yeah, I'm running Negotiator right now. Now in the first game there was a gear set just like this. It was very similar. It was called the Sentry gear set. And the Sentry gear set was very similar because what happens was you would get those marks above the heads when you shot them in the head. But it would go for the whole team.
Oh.
So like me right now, if I shoot people in the head with the Negotiator gear set, nobody sees the marks except for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the Sentry gear set in the first game was the same thing, but I would get damage, but my other teammates would actually see the marks. So if you saw somebody with the marks, you would just shoot them because you'd get extra damage.
I normally ran what's it, Hunter?
Oh, Hunter's Fate?
Yeah.
Oh, that Hunter gear set that's in this game? That Hunter's Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I mean, that hits pretty hard.
I was running it, but I still did not, how you say, embrace full DPS. I was still a fat boy. I used to be a fat boy. I still wanted my heavy armor so I could take some damage, run in and take some damage for the team while they shoot at the enemy.
Well, that's why when I run with most people, I tell them, I go, because I have like, I don't know how many loadouts I have on each character. This one's got at least 10. This is my main character, so he's got at least 10 loadouts on him. So I run like multiple DPS, multiple tank, multiple, you know, support
we've
builds.
got a new source of clean
So,
water. It should be enough for everybody.
well, it's just, you know, it's like if I'm in a, if like all of a sudden if I'm like, I've had a few people where I've jumped into their group and like everybody is down.
And you just run in and save.
Oh my God, everybody's dead. I had this last week when I was playing. I jumped in this one kid's game and all 3 of them were dead in one spot. I was like, oh Jesus.
Sounds about right. Oh,
So I had to pick up all 3 of them. First I had to kill everybody, then I had to pick up all 3 of them, and I'm like, oh, here we go. I was like, I was just, thank God I wasn't wearing something that was really soft, because like the negotiator build I'm running right now hits like a truck, but it's a soft build. Like it doesn't carry much armor at all. So.
Wow. Oh, so you just went full attack then?
Yeah, like some builds I go all DPS, some builds I go all tank, and then I have other builds, like I have a healer build, and then I run like some support builds with this character as well. Like I have the Eclipse build on this character as well.
Oh yeah, I wanted to try the different green gas sets for sure.
Yeah, because the Eclipse build is a great, like, for crowd control. So, like, if you run the Eclipse build with, we'll say you run it with,
that's like all skill, right? The all skill build.
Yeah, you run it all skill. It's basically a status build, and then you run skills that are like bleed or burn or anything like that put out a status. And then you run that vial mask. You have to run the vial mask with it, that exotic mask.
Yeah.
You run that with it, and then I usually run one piece of China Light with it, because the China Light actually gives the vial mask more damage, because the vial mask is all based on explosive damage. So you have to run one piece of China Light, because the China Light gives you one piece of more explosive damage.
So you've pretty much done all the different gas sets in this.
Oh yeah, I've done it all. Yeah, pretty much. I've done it all.
I'm like almost close to you. I'm like almost. I've done the negotiator and I've done the hunter. That's about it. And then I did like.
I've done every build. Like I said, I have 10 different loadouts just on this one character. I probably have 8 on another character and 8 on the other character. And then I got bored. That's the reason why I made the hardcore character.
So, how's the hardcore character right now?
Well, he's dead right now. So, he might come back. I might redo him again. I'll have to think about it.
I didn't get past the first stage. I didn't even make it out in free roam. That shit was crazy.
I made it all the way to New York. And then I died. Yeah, I made it to New York, and then I died. Basically what I was going to do was I was going to get to New York, I was going to get him to level 40, this was my plan, and I was going to put a tank build on him. Because obviously if he dies, he's done, so the easiest build to put on him is some kind of tank or some kind of like armor regen build. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just make a fat boy and just let the fat boy survive.
And just let the fat boy run around, and that's about it. So, because I just wanted the accommodation for it, because if you get up to a level, I think it's like a 500 gear score with your hardcore character, you get a commendation for it. That was the only reason why I was going to do it.
Damn.
So...
I definitely know I'm gonna try hardcore again, but Jesus.
Yeah.
That was.
But there was a. Oh, I mean, you can. I hate to say this. You can cheat in some ways.
You can cheat?
Yeah, why not? You could run. I could run with you with your hardcore character. I could
you mean
kill
like
everybody. Yeah, I could kill everybody, and then you could get all the way up to 500 with no problem. So
That's what
like,
you meant. Oh, okay, I see.
That's the easiest way to do it. So. Are you trying to do the tech beacon? Is that what you're trying to do? It might just be on
I was
the
going
other
for that thing there.
Yeah, it says tech beacon.
Yeah.
The True Sun side mission. Yeah. I'm gonna go the other side where the Air and Space Museum is. Let's see if it's on that side. 'Cause it might just be on the opposite side where we are.
That's true. I'm gonna go to the Jefferson Center and see if I can just run across. But yeah, so I like stopped for like a long time because all I was doing was the tower over and over again.
Oh, you're playing the summit?
Yeah, the summit.
Yeah, it gets boring. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even go in there.
Well, I was trying to get all the exotics. That's the thing.
Yeah, I have them all except for the two that are in the Iron Horse raid. I don't have those two.
Yeah.
I have the Ravenous and the Regulus. I don't have those two.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, those two. And the Eagle Bearer. The Eagle Bearer was locked behind the DLC, I think.
Yeah, the Dark Hours raid. I have that.
Other than that, I got everything else except those.
I gotta find out how to get in here. It's been a long time.
Wait a minute, did I just come back the same bloody... I'm back the same place? What about... let me see if I can...
I got in.
Oh, you got in? Okay, let me tell you.
I got in from the other side, yep. But yeah, I'm using the Eagle Bearer right now, so.
I've been playing Fortnite.
I can't play that. I won't play Fortnite. No, I can't do it. If I had kids, I would probably be playing Fortnite because I know buddies of mine that have kids that play Fortnite.
You want to know something? It's not bad.
There's a Shade Tech cache on
It's
board.
just like,
Seems
to
like
me, all the hype it's getting, it really shouldn't be getting that much hype.
Yeah, I mean, I used to play a lot of PvP a long time ago. I used to be big into Call of Duty and big into all that stuff, but the problem is probably since I got into Division 1, and they were cheating so much in Division 1, and that kind of put my eye out there on how many cheaters there really is out there.
Scan in progress.
I can't look at PvP anymore as what it used to be. You know what I mean? So, I used to play all the Call of Duties. I play every Call of Duty that would come out, I'd play it. But now I can't do it anymore.
What do you think of Vanguard right now?
I didn't buy it. The last Call of Duty I played was actually the one before that. That was the last Call of Duty I played. I forget what the heck it was called.
Was it Advanced or?
It wasn't Advanced Warfare. It was God, I forget what the name of it is. Oh, was it Cold War?
Ah, Cold War. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Cold War was the last one before Vanguard came out. So.
Fuck the division.
That's some good camo gear you out there, buddy.
But yeah,
The cache is close.
Cold War it was alright. It wasn't that great. It was I still like Modern Warfare better. And then I know they're coming out with Modern Warfare 2, but my problem is I just can't keep up with it. It's like, we're gonna play Call of Duty for a year, and then we're gonna go to the next one. I'm like,
next
no,
one.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it's like, I'm not doing that, you know? So, I'm good with that. So, I did pick up Battlefield. Battlefield was relatively broken when it first came out, but it's slowly getting better. The new one.
I did
2042. It broke. It was bad when it first came out.
Wait, which one?
Battlefield 2042.
Oh yeah, that was broken as hell. It's still broken as hell.
It's better, at least a little bit better than what it was. I still play it. I play it, like I said, I just wanted to do this apparel event, and I was gonna go back to it, so. But, I mean, if I'm gonna play a PvP game, I like playing that more than anything, just because it's not always just like one-on-one, you know what I mean? I can shoot you with a tank, I can shoot you with a helicopter, I can shoot you with all kinds of different stuff, you know what I mean?
I am terrible at these games. I will not lie.
Oh, that game?
Like, most first-person shooters, I am terrible.
I've been playing those since I was a little kid, so I'm used to it. So
that makes sense.
Like I said, I've been playing, like I said, Call of Duty. I was playing, I don't know if you remember back in the day, Medal of Honor. You remember that?
Yeah.
Anyway,
that was a long, that game's mad old, so.
I did, the first one, they did the second one, and the third one, I did Ghost, then, Modern Warfare, Advance, I didn't pay, from Advance I started stopping on the COD.
Shoot, I started playing first-person shooters back when the original Halo came out.
Oh shit.
So, I played the original Halo, and then I played, what was the other games I played when I was just like a little kid. I was playing, you remember Unreal Tournament?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was playing that. Unreal Tournament to me was one of the most fun first-person shooters you could play.
Dude, you don't know how old I am. I'm like 38, and I used to play Quake.
Okay. we're close to the same age. I'm a little older than you, a little bit.
I did Quake.
So.
I did what else? I did the Halo. I did.
Yeah.
Oh god, they had so many others.
I think they had better first-person games back then than they do now. That's
Hell
just me.
Yeah.
Because to me they had the arcade ones that they don't have now. Now they just try to go more realistic, and I get it, but it's just the time to kill is like so short. It's like whoever gets their gun off wins the fight. It's just it really has no skill to it. You know what I mean?
That and who has the better internet connection.
Oh, that and who's cheating better these days in PvP? So that's just kind of how it is. Yep. So, because they were cheating in Division 1 in PvP. So
I have never played the PvP in this game.
Oh yeah, no, it's. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's the problem is, like I said, they've been cheating since Division 1, so when I hear people crying about it, I go, dude, they've been cheating for a long time. What are you talking about?
Control point nearby.
I've been in the dark zone.
I've gone in there. The thing is you have, like me, I won't go in there with my main character. But I'll go in there with my second or third character.
All right, Agent.
Just to piss people
and I will
off.
run you through this one.
Wait. So what's the difference? What's the difference?
What's the difference?
That kind of thing.
Because my main character is more set up for like PvE.
Oh.
And more important,
And you can set up your character for PvP. So my other two characters have like crit builds on them, like pure crit builds and all kinds of stuff on them where if they went into the DZ, it would be no problem. And one of the best builds you can run in the DZ is actually a shotgun build. Shotgun builds are awesome in the DZ.
Ah, so shotguns are absolutely nasty.
Yeah, in the DZ, oh yeah. And if you set up a good shotgun build, you can work people over pretty well in the DZ. I ran with one guy one night, and it was like 3 of us that were running shotgun builds. People were just getting so mad.
Portable electronic device detected.
Agent, I know this is against protocol, but remember I asked for help with a personal matter? Well, if you see a working computer, can you search for case number 8150 and check the status?
Yeah, I'm almost there.
It should be a murder
Coming around
case.
from the other side. But
Can't believe I'm
but no,
struggling with this.
that's what I'm saying. It's just they cheated a lot in the first one, so I don't know why people complain in this one. People just like to cry about it or what? I don't know.
If you want to play PvP, you have the option of playing PvP.
Yeah.
If you, yes. So,
That's what I tell people. I go, I mean, you kind of have to know it. You don't have to play it, and then the other problem is you have to know what you're getting yourself into.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like you know people cheat. That's just. I mean, it's kind of, I hate to say it, it's kind of part of PvP now. You know what I mean?
Like that for Grand Theft Auto, you know you're gonna get people cursing at you left, right, and center. So
Oh yeah.
What's the point?
Same way in the Dark Zone. The Dark Zone, you're gonna get people talking shit to you. That's just the way it is. So.
Don't trouble me much.
Case number
Don't trouble me much.
8150 data file downloaded.
Oh.
Jackpot. I knew they had a suspect. Agent, can you do me another favor? Can you check for the evidence from
I
that
don't
case?
worry about it.
It should
I
be
just
in
have a
the
good time and I just laugh at people.
That's
And then
what
I
I'm
talk
saying,
shit
like,
back.
We
And then I
leave the
talk shit
supplies in
back
the
to them. I
parking
go,
lot.
so you're using
That room should be
Cronus?
on the way there.
And they all like, shut up. What are you talking about? I'm like, so using Cronus, right? I'm like, I knew you were a bad shot. I just love messing with people just for fun. It's always a good time.
It's all good fun, buddy. It's all good fun.
They all get mad. It's like, why you get mad? Don't get mad. I was like, just because you gotta use Cronus, don't get mad. I was like, I know you bought it on Amazon.
God
I
damn
get
it.
people going. It's funny. Did you hear about, you know about Cronus, right?
I know about it. I know about it. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Well, they got the, I mean, the Cronus was famous in the first one. That's what they were using the DZ at the end of the first game. And, they got the Cronus, the original was called the Cronus Max. Now there's an updated version of it called the Cronus Zen.
Better, is it better or is it worse?
It's basically just the same thing. It's just the difference
That's
is
Thank you.
with the Cronus Max, it was just like a flash drive.
Okay, Agent. Now let's hit these
So
guys where
with
it
that
hurts.
flash drive, if you wanted to change anything, you would have to like plug it back into the computer. The Zen has like, it's like a little black box that has a like an LED screen on it, so you can actually change loadouts more on the fly. So you could just like, let's say like you were like, alright, I want to run this, then you could just change it something else if that wasn't working for you. All you had to do was go on the LED screen and scroll through whatever loadouts you have on it, or whatever scripts you have on it. So it's basically the same thing, it's just, it's more easier to use. So. And it's still, people still tell me all the time that it's still almost 100% undetectable. The only way they can tell you're using it is if they videotape it. That's the reason why, like I said, I like Battlefield, because I can hit you with a plane, I can hit you with a tank, I can run you over with a Jeep. You can do all kinds of stuff to kill you.
Battlefield is more fun, honestly. Like,
yeah. So they just have to. I mean, the new map in Battlefield right now is actually really good. I like the new map. I don't know if you have Battlefield 2014. The new map actually that just came out is really good.
Good work.
I didn't get that one. At the time, I was more into what type of MMO, adventure games with story behind it.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, the new Battlefield is actually it's like I said, it was broken pretty bad when it first came out. It was really bad.
I saw the beta.
It's slowly getting better, slowly. So, but there's a new map in there called Exposure, and it's actually a pretty damn good map. That map is actually pretty good.
So what you're saying is now it is worth playing.
Oh, it's worth playing. I mean, I told people back, because I don't know if it's on sale anymore. See, the funny part was that the game was so broken at launch that when it got around Christmas time, and by that time the game was only out maybe 2-3 months, it was like half off.
Yeah, I remember seeing it for like...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you probably saw it. It was like 30, 40, almost 40% off around Christmas time. Yeah. And it was like, and that to me would have been the time to buy it. It would have been perfect. I mean, to buy it at full price now, I don't know. But back then, at 40% off, definitely worth it. So.
Hey, I think, no, you know what? I held off from buying it because I wanted to get Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah, that was broken too. I played that too.
I was like, this is the game. This is the game.
I give them all the credit in the world. That world is pretty amazing.
Yes, agreed.
But after you play the game and beat the game, there's nothing to do.
There's nothing to do with it.
There's nothing to do at all. I mean, you're just gonna wander around. And I even maxed out my character, and I'm like, so I can only like you can't even like 100% max out your character in all categories. It's kind of like you have to set him up a certain way, and then after he's set up that way, he's done.
Nice to see you.
And that part I don't like. I was like, why is it like this? Why can't I just get 100% in everything? You know what I mean?
All that struggle, all that grinding for nothing.
I mean, yeah, I think there's ways to reset the character so you can like put your points in different stats. But I'm just like, why would I do that? You know?
I'm still holding out for it. I'm like, one day.
No, I mean, I have it. It's in my PS5. I let it sit there. I have it because it just sits there. It's the only disc copy I have left of any games. So it just sits there.
So wait a minute. How does it play on a PS5 though? Like, is it still buggy? Is it still so buggy, or
it's still a little buggy, but it's better than what it used to be. Definitely, they patched it a lot.
Okay.
So, but the PS5, I mean, I know that. I mean, like this game, oh my God, it runs 100 times better on this game on the PS5 because it's so much faster. Like my loading times on this, like just from fast traveling back and forth, like I usually beat everybody when it comes to fast traveling.
Oh, really?
All the time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like I mean, I still have my PS4. I have a PS4 Pro. I just hold on to it just in case something maybe happens to my PS5 because my PS5, if it breaks, chances of finding another one are pretty slim. So
Very true. Very true.
Very slim. So a lot of people were like, "Oh, I traded in my PS4." I was like, "You did?" They're like, "Yeah." I was like, "What happens if something happens to your PS5?" They're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, dude, nobody has them. You can't buy them. So what happens? You gonna send it to Sony? Is that what you're gonna do? I was like, oh Jesus. I was like, you'll see it in about 6 weeks, maybe longer if you do.
Wait.
So,
What have you seen or heard that makes you think like this?
oh, the thing is first the problem with the PS5 is they're just so limited.
Okay.
And they're limited, and then the thing is, I did see some not big issues with them, but there was some issues with them when they came out. Like there was some fan issues with them. The fan that they put inside of it wasn't working correctly.
Jesus.
And then there was the GPU that was in them. Some of them were dying. That was the first batch that was coming out. So there was some issues with them when they first came out. So like I said, I mean, that's why I tell people, I was like, hey, if you can get one, that's great. But just, my buddy got one, and the only way he could get one was off of Sony Direct, off Sony's regular, because you can actually get in a queue on their Direct, on their website, and then you actually can sit in the queue, and then you can order your PlayStation and stuff like that. Because most, like Walmart, when they put up that they're going to sell PlayStation 5s, their website usually crashes every time.
What?
Every time. Because all the hackers get in there because there's no queue.
Ah.
That's why most of the scalpers have the PlayStations or the Xboxes. That's why the public don't have them, because as soon as Walmart or Best Buy or whatever they put them up, they don't have a queue for people to sit in. They just put them up, and then the hackers use their software to buy them all.
This is Andrew Edwards to fellow agents.
Because I watched a video on YouTube, I don't know if the guy was a hacker or not, but he put up a video saying that the hackers have software where they can do like 50,000 transactions in literally minutes.
Wait, so they end up buying the systems, or like it's just...
Yeah, so the hackers will buy the system, and then they'll try to resell them. That's the reason why you see them on like eBay, and you see them on like, if you, like me, I got mine through Sony Direct, but I know a lot of people got theirs on Facebook, the Facebook Marketplace. They went on there and they wanted to see if there was people in their area that had them, and there was people that had like 10 of them, 10, 15 of them. How do you think they're getting them? Because they have that software, so they can get through the transactions faster than a regular customer can.
Damn.
That's why Walmart always crashes almost every time when they put them up.
So then, what really is the price of a PS5 then? Because in my country, it's about like $3,000. Like 3,000 and
the real price in the U.S. is only $500.
That's doable.
Yeah. That's US dollars. It's only $500. But the problem is that you can't find them because first the scalpers are buying them all, and then the other issue is big issue is those chips.
Yeah.
Those computer chips that everybody says that nobody has or they can't make.
On location, inside the control point. Agent.
And those computer chips were all kind of messed up because of what you call it,
Control point in proximity.
because of the pandemic.
Yeah, I heard about
that's
that.
why
I heard they don't have the material to make those chips.
Yeah, they don't have the materials because the factory shut down and all that stuff, and that's the reason why the car sales and all that stuff, because they need those chips for just making cars as well.
Yeah.
Go in this store, and that's the reason. Like here in the U.S., if you go like to a car dealership, there's like no cars.
Wow.
It's like there's like nothing. There's probably maybe 10, 12 cars, brand new cars on the lot. There's like hardly any brand new cars to buy.
Distress signal detected.
That's not good.
I also believe like right now people don't have
Priority item
money
detected.
to buy
that
a brand
too.
new car fresh off the road.
Agent.
Yeah.
I'm having some problems with your comms.
Oh, like
Audio
because of
breaking up.
I hate to say it because of our government, because I hate to say it because of Biden kind of screwed everything up. Oh my God. Because the gas prices here are going up
Well, it's
terribly
like that
because
everywhere.
of him. Well, the thing is Biden. There was a oil. They called it the Keystone Pipeline, and it was basically a pipeline that ran from Canada into the U.S. And as soon as he got into office, he shut it down.
What?
Yeah, if you look it up, you can see it. He shut the pipeline down, and as soon as he shut that pipeline down, and he was like, all these people can get jobs doing solar or whatever. That's what he was saying to people.
Solar.
Yeah, doing because they want to. Because in the U.S. right now they're trying to go more electric, but they're not. They don't. They're kind of stupid about how they're doing it.
System curtailed.
But he shut that whole oil pipeline down.
Serious trauma detected.
And that was like a bunch of jobs, bunch of everything, and that one reason why the oil prices went up because of that.
System reactivated.
Damn.
System malfunctioning.
So,
Yeah, in my country, all we see is like the little back and forth debate between Biden and Trump. So we don't really know much about like
Lost contact for a while.
everything you just
yeah.
said.
Reading his
Yeah,
biometrics.
no, Trump is.
The last hours were not
I mean,
pretty.
how would I explain this with
Sent a team
Trump?
out to bring them in. I'm glad you're still standing.
Trump
keep it
is
that
a.
System back online.
I don't know how you say it. I don't know how you say it in your country, but he is a.
He is
A
something.
very.
Identified. Supplementary.
He's kind of like a dirty businessman.
Registered
Does that make sense to you?
Belmont Hills, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so that's
1 year,
the thing
6
with Trump.
months,
He is a
7 days.
very. I mean, he knows how to break the rules. He knows how to do all the, just all the
Got the
stuff.
lawyers.
Joseph Edwards.
He got the lawyers. He's got the money. He knows how to. He just kind of knows how to play the game. You know what I mean?
Unknown.
So, but when he was president, the economy was 100 times better, and he would have never shut down that oil pipeline. So he would have never done that. Biden comes in and he wants to go more electric, more green. because obviously it's all about politics, you know, and money. It's like, oh, you know, if we all go green, you know, we can make more money, blah blah blah, with all these electric cars and this and that, and with solar and this and that, we get away from gas. But the problem is probably about 90% of the vehicles we drive are gas here.
True.
So how do you go from gas to electric overnight? And that's kind of what Biden tried to do, and he screwed everybody.
Man, I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, with this war, and how did everything end up going
Well,
up?
the Russian war,
Yeah,
the
that.
war, and you. Well, the thing is I think that's strictly just between Russia and Ukraine. The thing is Russia, because Ukraine. No, I don't think it has anything to do with other stuff, but I think it has to do with Ukraine used to be part of Russia years ago, and then they separated from Russia to get their independence.
Okay.
And I think what it is Putin knows this is probably his last run, or his last maybe stint in office. So he kind of is like, all right, I'm gonna kind of go out with a bang, I guess.
I'm gonna send some troops out there and do.
So let me go get Ukraine back. And the problem is from what I'm hearing is like a lot of soldiers are dying, and it's like a lot of people are dying, and the problem is the Russian people don't even know. He basically is making them either lie, or their news stations don't even talk about it.
They don't air it. They
don't air it at
people
all.
who air any of it.
Yeah. So they basically stay away from it.
Yeah.
So because the last guy that wanted to take over against Putin, I forget what his name was, but this other the Russian guy that wanted to kind of like compete against Putin. Putin tried to kill him.
Jesus.
Putin basically poisoned him. As how he did it, I don't know. But the guy, there's a thing on YouTube about it. You can look it up. He almost died. Somebody put poison in his food or something, and he had to go to the hospital.
Wasn't it that guy, and now he's in prison right now?
I don't know if he's in prison, but Putin tried. I know he tried to kill the guy that tried to compete against him in the last. I don't know if you call it an election in Russia or what. I'm not sure what they call it, but I just know it's not. It's not like an election here, because elections here they don't try to kill each other here, unfortunately.
Very
They're
true.
a little bit more. They're a little bit more civil about it. You know what I mean? So.
Jeez, this guy does not want to give up his power.
I think that's pretty much what it is with Putin. Is he doesn't want to give up his power. And when he sees a threat, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
We just took a casualty.
And now they're calling him a war criminal now because of the stuff he's done in Ukraine and everything. So I don't know. This is gonna be like really messy when it's over. Because I mean, he was killing like women and children and all kinds of stuff, and they were posting all kinds of stuff here about it. So, like, he was bombing like churches that had people in them that were just hiding. Yeah. He didn't care. So.
Heck, even the war right now, he's doing things like, yo, they have civilians in there. These are people who are not fighting. Ain't y'all say you're gonna take over Ukraine? Are you gonna take over a country and have the people come and quote unquote serve you and you're killing all the people? Or have the people hate you even more?
Yeah. Somebody, like I said, somebody's gonna wanna kill him. That's what's eventually gonna happen. I don't know if you'll ever get to him, but somebody will try it.
Getting sick and tired of hearing those cranks on the radio. When it's clear, recover the tech cache.
So. But yeah, no, everybody hates Biden in this country right now.
Wow.
There should be control panels.
I'm sure there's got to be a few that still like him, but with the gas prices the way they are going up, and then
well, that for sure we knew he would get a lot of backlash for sure.
And then you have heck, the other thing is him trying to go with all solar and electric, and it's like you know. I mean, I'm just somebody that has a normal job that works every day, that you know, and I can't afford an electric car. Electric cars in this country are like $40,000. I'm like, I can't afford that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not cheap. People say that they're like, oh, we're gonna go green and this and that, but they're like $40,000 to buy, like, just to buy like a Hyundai. Electric is like 40 G's. So it's like, if you're gonna go electric, why didn't you make it affordable? But it's not. You know what I mean? And then the other big issue that they didn't think about was the batteries in these cars. I have buddies of mine that are mechanics and stuff, and I watch mechanics on YouTube. These batteries are only rated for 10 to 12 years.
Holy crap. So then a regular car is much better.
So you can buy a gasoline car, and if you keep it, you know, going, you can keep it for a good, what, probably, 40, 50 years if you want. You know what I mean? These electric cars the batteries that you have to change in them are 10, 12 years. That's it.
Wideband transmissions from the site. Now find that tech cache.
So I'm like, how is this more efficient? I'm like, explain that to me. I gotta pay 40 grand for a cheap electric car, and then the car is only gonna last me 10 to 12 years, and then if the batteries die, I have to spend 4 to 6 grand to replace them.
Yeah, I'd stick with my regular.
You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it.
It's not logical, honestly, man.
It's like one of those things where they were like, "Oh, this is a great idea. Let's jump on it," but we didn't really think it all out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't look at the long run. We saw money coming in on the short term, but not the
big picture.
Yeah, the big picture.
Actually,
didn't really look
let's
at that.
think of the long run.
They were just like, all right, we can make a lot of money within the next, 10 years. But my question is how are you going to sell a used car, an electric car that has bad batteries in it?
Worst thing is, in my country, we get a lot of, whenever they send cars down here, we don't get brand spanking new cars. We get like used vehicles from Japan or, So, which isn't bad because, I don't know, it's like, don't these people actually drive the cars? They still look brand new.
I mean, hey, they're still in good shape, yeah. Right? Might as well. But no, American drivers usually beat the hell out of their cars. So.
Hey, but American drivers put shit on their car.
We got us a twofer today. Knocked out a True Sun's outpost and recovered some Shade Tech cash. Why don't you drop by the base and we'll turn that new gear into something useful?
You end up getting an American car, you might get something modified on it or something.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, they spend a lot of money on cars, especially the kids will too here. But some of the kids are just so stupid because they don't know what they're doing. So they just, like, you might get a modification that you might not want in your car.
That's true.
So that's how they do it here.
Something really dumb. Something really
Like I don't know, the kids, like, I don't know, you ever watch those like Fast and the Furious movies?
Oh yeah. Oh,
The
so
kids
they
here
see
love
that,
it.
they
The-
see
the
that,
kids-
and
the-
they're like, oh my
They
god.
see that and they're like, oh, they do this to my car. Like I can make my car do this, and I'm like, no, you can't.
Can they even drive
But
that
you don't-
fast over there? Can they?
No, not. I mean, there's some parts of the country that you can drive kind of fast, but not really. I mean, there's just too many big cities and stuff like that. On the East Coast, West Coast, too many big cities. Like in the middle of the U.S., where it's kind of like open and very like flat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could probably get away with some good speeds there.
I don't think
But
we
it's like
can,
my
but-
speed limit here from just on the highways here where I live, because I'm on the East Coast, is like 65. I can't.
Damn, that's
I mean,
fast.
we can go 70 on the highway, but that's it. That's usually where most people around here, we go about 70 on the highway.
Jesus Christ. I
Yeah.
just recently started learning to drive, and I got to know that our speed limit here is like 40 or 50, but I've seen people do 60 on the roads down here.
Oh,
so it's
okay,
like,
yeah.
what are y'all doing? You do not have
Yeah,
roads
no.
for this shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have the road structure for it, that's completely different.
Dude, like every mile there's like a pothole or something. There's holes in the roads and shit. So
Oh, okay,
we
yeah.
really
No, they
don't have good roads for this.
Yeah, no, we pave a lot here. They
Augmentation
pave
activated.
almost every year here, so
Yeah.
they clean up the roads, especially where because like I live, out like about one state away from New York, so we get snow and all that stuff here, so they have to keep the roads looking decent.
Uh-huh. Well, that to me
'Cause if
makes
you were to
sense.
if you were to like put potholes and all that stuff here, oh my god, I can't imagine. Especially in the winter time when they gotta pave it, when they gotta plow, plows would be like damaged all the times going into potholes.
Makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
Augmentation inactive.
So they definitely spend money on the roads here. But yeah, to go like 60, 70 on roads that have holes in them? Yeah, I don't know about that. That'd be kind of crazy.
I would not support that. I would not support that.
No. And we do have like kind of a small sports car in the house, so it's like, yeah, that would be funny.
Oh, y'all
I
do?
wouldn't even be able. Yeah, we got one that's in the house because I drive a truck, like a small, like mid-sized truck,
Uh-huh.
and my wife has an SUV, and then we have like kind of like the weekend car is like it's a Nissan like 370Z.
Okay.
So I don't know if you've ever seen that car before, but the 370Z is kind of like Nissan's like two-door sports car.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So, and it's a convertible, so we take that out for the weekend.
Okay.
So, but it's like a, I don't know, I don't know, what's like a small car there?
Good to see you.
In my country?
Yeah, your country, what would be a small car, a small car that you've seen, like even a Japanese car, what would be a small car?
We've done the Miatas. We have the little
Okay.
electrical
Business with you
cars
again.
going around now.
Okay,
Business
but-
is appreciated.
Mine's kind of like the Miata, but a little bit bigger. It's got more body to it than a Miata.
Oh, okay.
Because a Miata here, it's probably the same there, but a Miata here only has like a 4-cylinder in it, has like a small engine in it.
Uh-huh.
But here, like, my car that's out in the garage has like a V6 in it. It's got a 6-cylinder under the hood, so it's a little bit bigger than a Miata. but it has like
Group augmentation inactivated.
over like 300 horsepower in a car that's just a little bit bigger than a Miata. So that car goes fast.
Damn.
So yeah.
Am I going the wrong?
And because it's and plus it's a convertible, my wife loves it because when it's nice out, she can take the top down and just drive around.
Inactive.
In my case, convertibles don't do so well down here.
No.
Actually, small cars don't do well in the Caribbean. Period.
Group augmentation inactivated.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Makes sense.
Now with the way gas is right now, like everybody's running to get a small car because gas is ridiculous. But
yeah.
I don't think if I'm purchasing a vehicle, I'm going with a pickup truck for sure. A truck.
Yeah. Well, that's what I have. I have like a Nissan, it's got the 4 doors on it, so it's kind of got like the dual cab on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it doesn't have a big bed on it, but it's only got like a 5-foot bed on it, but it works, works for me because I don't have to, I don't really carry a lot of stuff in the back, but but it's good to, use it for like dump runs and pick up stuff for the yard and all that stuff, so.
Group augmentation activated.
Plus it's definitely good in the snow because it's a 4x4,
inactive. Group augmentation.
Because here we have to worry about the snow. In the Caribbean, I'm sure you don't have
inactivated.
to.
What we deal is rain and
Civilians in danger.
Yeah, the snow here can get pretty bad. This past winter was pretty rough. We had a couple snow days that were pretty. We got like I think I dug my mom out once where it was like 4 feet.
What?
Yeah,
this is
how
snow?
deep the snow. Yeah, snow. 4 feet of snow. Oh.
Yeah, if we get snow in the Caribbean, I think a lot of people will just stare at it like, what is this?
What's going on?
This is not... Actually, I think we had a storm that hit us, and there was freaking hail.
Oh, the hail.
And we're like, what the fuck is this shit? I was like, is that hail?
Yeah, it's called go inside so it doesn't knock your ass out.
Y'all need to get the fuck out of here.
We've had hail at times here where it's like the size of like golf balls. I've seen it. Doesn't happen very often, but when you see it, you're like, oh shit.
That's exactly the way we fought. It hit somebody's car, and you're like, what the fuck? Did somebody?
Yeah, like a little rock or something. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's like a rock made out of ice.
That's what it. Yeah, I've seen cars that have come from like other countries that have gotten hail, and they've gotten like the golf ball hail, and oh my god, you just see the little dents everywhere on top of the car and on the hood.
Yeah, exactly. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. But
and
no,
it did it for like a short time. He didn't do it like for a very long time. Just, I'd say seconds. Like ice was falling from the sky.
Yeah, we've had some good storms here in the last year.
Like, damn, this is a thing. This is actually a thing.
Portable device detected.
Like my wife, she's from.
We're barely hanging on.
She's
It's hard to
actually
motivate
from Vietnam.
people to fight for their lives when their lives aren't worth fighting for.
So when she first saw snow, she was just like, "What the hell is this?" I was like,
I sympathize.
"What are you talking about?" I was like, "This is normal." She's like, "That's not normal."
Y'all got ice coming from the sky? What is this?
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's not normal. I'm like, yeah, it's normal. Yeah.
Bring the drinks outside.
We're already doing what we can.
Yeah.
Are you? Because outside those walls is perdition. We let our guard down just for a second and it's over.
Crazy.
All of
They'll have
this.
all different types of
Whatever
weather
you're
types
doing out
over
there.
there. And
We're not
we
feeling
just have
it
to
here.
we know for sure when June hits, June till November,
Well, Sheriff,
like
Yep.
that's
I have a
hurricane
recommendation
season
for
for
work.
us.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just brace for the worst. Boom. I did not know if I'm making any progress in this. I'm just doing missions at this time.
Oh, that's fine. You're making progress.
This guy ain't selling them.
Portable
To me,
electronic device detected.
that side was supposed to.
Portable device detected.
Okay, that side
Portable
over there
electronic
is
device
done.
detected.
Everything over there is done. Okay, so now it's on this side. That mission is now open.
You want to run the bank? Is that what you?
Which one? The bank? Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, the
The
bank.
defector has alerted us that they recovered something from the wreckage of Air Force One. The hyenas have been keeping in the vault of the World
Definitely
Bank.
not gonna
Whatever
run
they stole must
this
be important if they're going to this
We're
much
actually
trouble.
gonna assault
Our
her.
informant tells us that one of the hyenas should have the access codes to the vault. I need you to get in.
Now this is what, your second character or your main character?
This is my fourth character. You see, I'm a masochist and I like putting myself for bullshit.
Oh.
So I did the hardcore. Right? And then
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna, finish this game in hardcore with this character. And yo, I just stepped outside in free roam and they shot my ass down, and I'm like, I did something wrong.
Hostiles starting location nearby.
But not only realizing that I was playing it like if I had one of my other characters, and I hadn't played the game for a long time, that I could not remember a lot of the things like ducking and rolling and.
So it's almost like this character is like a refresh.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
How are you down there already?
Because you don't remember, because my game's my character's an end game character. I can fast travel to all these missions. I don't have to run.
I have to run all his way.
You could have just fast traveled to me. It would have been fine. But yeah, no, it's that same way. Like I said, I was playing other games. Like I hit this game really hard. I grinded really hard. I had all the gear I wanted, and I just went out to play other stuff. So I played Battlefield. I was playing Elden Ring. So.
Ooh, yeah. How was that? Because I want to get that game and really abuse myself.
Oh, it will be abusive. I will put it that way. It will be abusive. Because it's a game that will definitely make you upset.
I did buy it.
It's not as hard as the Dark Souls games.
Is it?
Because it's not as hard. Because the Dark Souls games, I can't play. I can't play them at all. But I can play Elden Ring. Elden Ring, I have a fun time playing it. But I can't. Dark Souls, I can't play at all.
Portable electronic device detected.
That does see a lot.
Because Dark Souls is extremely difficult. There he is.
Going down.
But yeah, Dark Souls is extremely hard, but Elden Ring is a lot of fun. But you still have to. It's set up very similar to Dark Souls, so you have to take your time. You got to make sure you don't run into certain bosses, and you have to be very careful with your. Like in Dark Souls, you have to use your souls to kind of upgrade. It's very similar with Elden Ring. You got to use. I forget what they use, but you got to use the same thing to upgrade as well. And if you die, you can lose them, like drop them on the ground.
Checking for the key card.
So then you have to go and get
you either have to go back, like with Dark Souls, you have to go back and get to your blood stain or whatever to get them. But the problem is we'll say you just fought a boss, right? And the boss just kicked your butt. If you drop them where the boss is the chances are you're not going to get them back.
Holy shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't beat the boss. If you can't pick them up and then beat the boss, chances are you're not going to get those, whatever I forget what they use as credits or whatever.
Keep an eye out.
But, so you have to be very careful when you go into like a catacomb or a dungeon or whatever. So if you're holding a lot of your credits that you're going to use to upgrade your gear or upgrade your character, you might want to leave, go upgrade, and then come back.
A friend of mine
know what I mean?
Almost plays like Monster Hunter, right? So you basically learning the movements and the movesets of the different bosses.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. But like I said, it's just that's the big catch in the game is if you run into a boss you can't beat, and we'll say you just drop like 40,000 credits on the ground, you're gonna lose them. There's no way to get it back because you can't beat the boss. You know what I mean? So that's where the game gets extremely frustrating.
You think it might win Game of the Year? It looks like it.
I think it might. It's that good of a game, and it's a great game. I don't have any problems with it. It's
just up ahead.
Yeah, like I said, it's just frustrating. There's times where you can get extremely frustrated with it. Like I have like almost 130 hours in that game, and I still haven't beaten it yet. And there's still enemies in that game that will kill me. So you have to be really careful on how you play. It's almost like in a way, it's kind of like how you're playing this. Like for example, with my negotiators, that I hit really hard, but I'm soft. So if you're gonna run something like that in Elden Ring, then you better stay away from people. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So because I run in Elden Ring, I run a mage.
He's tucked away nice and cozy upstairs.
So if I'm running the mage, I have to be really careful because if anybody gets real close to me, I'm probably gonna die.
Find out where the president is being held and get him back. Seek Isaac with a bank security system. There should be a data center near the vault.
So you do long distance hits then?
In Elden Ring, I do. With this game, I have a lot of different loadouts. Like I said, on this character, I have, let me say, I have 11 on this character. And I have loadouts that can be like my bottom loadout, that's like a tank, is I got like 2 million armor on this character. On one of his loadouts.
With a shield as well?
Yeah, I have different shields. I run different shields. So I have
beginning search query.
So I have ones with the full shield, the Bulworth. I have ones with the half shield. I have ones with that striker shield with the pyro. Like I said, this character, he holds a lot in his inventory, so I'm always like, I got like probably 130 items on me at all times. So I only, like, when I pick up stuff, I can only pick up probably about 20 items or something, then I gotta go dump stuff.
You just trash it.
I either trash it, or these days I have to go back to the op station. So like I said, if you go on to your main character, you'll have to, the expertise thing, that's what I have to do now, is I take all the trash and I bring it back there, and I dump it. The expertise thing, like I said, the best way the people have taught me how to do it is do all the guns first, and then do your gear.
Oh.
Because the guns are easier. The guns, all you need is like 20 guns, and you'll basically proficient your guns, and then all you got to do is upgrade it after that. Because you first have to get it to like level 10. Then after you get it to level 10, then you can upgrade it. It's like I said, it was a system put in the game to kind of drag the game out.
RC on the move.
I'm sure you've seen systems like that before. It's like, oh, you have to upgrade everything to this, and then you can upgrade it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that.
And I think they just put it in the
Query
game.
finished. Subject located.
Like I said, to drag the game out
Ellis.
more, but
On the
it's like I
helicopter on
tell
standby
people,
to
okay.
extract them.
Because they
I told them,
refuse
I
to
said,
Initiated.
yeah, because I asked him one day, and I go like this, I go,
Isaac,
alright,
do you have a way out of the vault?
we'll just say I complete it all. I kind of doubt if I ever will.
Piece of shit.
But I'm just saying, if I ever
Let me see.
did,
You can
if I
punch through the
finished
west wall, there's a
everything,
maintenance
and
tunnel
I
running alongside your position. It's a
expertised
long shot, but it's the only one we got.
everything, right? What do I use it for? And they all just went quiet, and they were like, what do you mean? I go, I want to know, what am I going to use it for? Am I going to go, is there going to be any new content in this game? Is there anything in this game? You know what I mean? It's like,
Isaac, on a path to the
I
president's
bet you
location.
the answer to that
Highlighting
was
most expedient.
the new content
Son
is
of a
whatever
bitch, it
your
actually worked.
imagination
Thanks,
can
Isaac.
bring.
imagination brings.
Because that's what
That's-
they're doing with GTA.
And then the other, and then my buddy said the same thing. He goes like this. He goes, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna let everybody do this stuff. You're gonna get really strong, and then they're gonna change the enemies.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I told him. So
It's nothing. They're doing nothing more for this game.
no, like I said, there was their main studio doesn't even work on this game anymore. Massive doesn't even work on this. The update was done by the Budapest studio.
Well, if they I don't know. Whatever they're working on, I hope it's good. That's all I can say.
Well, like I said, it's either Avatar or Star Wars, one of the two. So
The recent Star Wars game was terrible.
oh, the movies? Yeah, the movies were bad.
This guy's on the walkway.
The movies have been
Terrible.
quite the disappointment.
Yeah, I actually been watching those the new TV shows. They're actually not too bad on Disney Plus.
Give him an earpiece and get him on comms.
Oh, those.
Those are not too bad. If you like if you like Star Wars content,
Electronic device
I don't know if you
detected.
guys get Disney Plus out there, but
Yeah, we
It's,
can, but it's like, you know, after you get Netflix, and
yeah.
what's the point of getting Disney?
No, I get it, but like if you like Star Wars, you know, it's like, you know, that's the only place you're gonna be able to watch it.
To me, at one point, it was all about Marvel, but then I'm like, they took up all the Marvel
Roger that,
stuff
Mr.
and they
President.
brought it
We've
to
already got a bird in the air.
Disney Plus, and I'm
Sir,
like, yeah, I'm not.
seeing
Yeah,
any
it's,
access at your location.
Yeah, but you know what Disney did now, right? They
Then-
put a
Fine.
like a parental thing on Disney Plus. So now they can put R-rated content on there.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so they moved all those Marvel shows that were on Netflix that were basically R-rated, and they put them. They're on Disney Plus now.
Oh.
Punisher, Daredevil, all that stuff is on Disney Plus. Like Luke Cage, all that stuff that was like really brutal. So they just basically put a parental thing on it, so now they can put R-rated content now on Disney Plus. So obviously that opens up the door to Deadpool.
We see you. Clear to attach.
You think they'll ever do it? I mean, it is making money right now. The movies are.
What, Deadpool? Deadpool 3, they already said is going to be rated R.
Radio intercepted.
Well, that's
Yeah, they already said it was.
Every last one of those fuckers. I want them dead. Roach?
And then obviously that other Marvel movie that was really good that was rated R, that last Wolverine movie, Logan.
Yeah.
They can put that now on Disney Plus because of the parental thing. So.
Only disembowel one guy. Who wasn't that bad? It's like, where's the R rating? Where's the? Because he cussed? Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Not getting on that anymore. That must be a new glitch. Always nice to find new glitches. Sniper up top.
In the window, get him.
Yeah. How to kill the medic. Got that sniper.
There goes your armor.
Yeah.
You're a credit to the division, Agent. I look forward to working with you once you get back to base. This has been a huge victory for us. Good to have you back, Mr. President. Hey there. President Ellis wanted to talk to you. I think he wants to say thank you for saving him. Go see him when you get a chance. Hey, Agent. We're ready to help broaden your skill set over here at the base.
I can dump some stuff.
Sorry about that. I think I'll jump off, man. Yep, I'm definitely going to take it. Oh man, this thing moves so slow. I'm still.
Yeah, no, I have, like I said, a lot of loadouts on this character. So I have.
Group augmentation.
So pretty much any situation I get into, I can pretty much get out.
I'm just so soft. It's so soft. Being at this level is soft like an egg. I forgot.
Oh yeah,
I forgot
but
what it was
my negotiator build
Oh,
is
hey.
the same way. Like it's all like I have all reds on this build. It's the same way. Yeah, so it's. I mean, I hit like a truck, so that's all that really counts to me. So like I have, with my Eagle Bearer, I have like only 47% crit chance, but I have like 202 crit damage.
Yeah, sounds about right.
See ya.
So it hits pretty hard.
Man, I think I'll jump off now, and
No problem.
I'll empty out my shit, but I'll jump off now for sure. Thank you for
Alrighty.
playing, bro.
Yeah, no problem. Helping you out.
Maybe next time I'll hit you up again. I'll hit you
Yeah,
up
if
again.
you.
I'll definitely hit you up.
Yeah. Yeah, if you need any help, just let me know. I'm on and off all the time, so.
All right.
Group
Thank you so much.
augmentation inactivated.
Get you later.
You are no longer in a group.
Back in this game again. Back in this game again.